All right. The final season of Outlander. 8 seasons, a couple of delays, but we are here. I wanted to start here with poor Fanny. She was so upset that she had just gotten her grandparents and now they're going to leave. And Claire didn't have to leave. According to Frank's book, Jamie was gonna die. So I mean, the girl cried. She said, "I want to come with you," and she was just bawling. And Claire kind of assured her that she still has Brianna and everyone else, but she wanted y'all, and Claire went anyway. So there were a lot of sort of goodbyes, just in case he didn't make it or whatever. But here's my thing. Remember, Brianna came back because she saw that they died in a fire. Her Claire and Jamie died in a fire. So how is he going to die in battle? He's going to die again, unless I guess maybe because she came back, she changed something. But Frank had already written his book, right? I don't know. So then Jamie's came out and was he talking to the bees? Was there some kind of I probably missed something with the whole bee thing, but anyway, he was out there talking about keeping Claire safe or something. So Claire and Jamie kind of saying their goodbyes. He was telling her that if he doesn't make it, 3 things he wanted her to do for him. So the battle starts, and can we just talk about what a badass Ian is? I don't think he fully gets the recognition he deserves, but Ian is bad. He's a badass. So the battle begins, and Claire takes off, and she tells Roger, "Don't try to stop her." I'm like, Claire, and this Roger's coming after Claire, and I'm just like, everybody's so careless because what if Roger dies? But anyway, she sees some guy fall, and he just so happens to look like now he looks like Jamie. I'm like, I haven't seen anybody that resembled Jamie until just now. But anyway, it wasn't him. Claire continues crawling up, stomping up the hill. I'm like, what are you gonna do when you get there? Again, not sure what she's gonna do. She gets to Jamie. They win. The fighting's over, right? And they're like, Frank was wrong, his book was wrong or whatever. And I'm thinking right now he's going to get shot because of just how the moment was. But he didn't. And then Claire went back down the hill to tend to the injured, and Jamie went back where the other soldiers were. They were all celebrating. And I'm like, okay, here it comes. I mean, obviously, this guy was up to something. Jamie asks him if he's ready to surrender to him, and the guy goes no, and then he shoots Jamie in the heart. Claire immediately feels it, and then she takes off back up the hill. I mean, there's no doubt he's gone or he's dying. Claire rushes to his side and she realizes there's nothing she can do. So she stays there like for a while, and Roger tries to get her to leave, and she like stays there overnight. So then they flash back to this scene, which I've been dying to know what that meant, where he was in her timeline, and before he even knew her, and he's younger, and she was in the window and he was standing there looking at her. That was from the first episode, I believe. And then Frank walks up and he asks him, can he help him? And then he just disappears. Jamie just he walks past him and disappears. And then Jamie ends up at the stones. I still don't know what's going on. And I never read any of the books, so Jamie walks off and then he kind of disappears. And then those flowers come up that they were talking about earlier in the episode. But I'm thinking this must have to do with like, cause the way Jamie can go through time. When they were talking earlier, when Jamie and Claire were talking earlier, and they were talking about how one of the grandkids said that she sees Jamie like water or something like that. And something about how he can't go. That's probably why he can't go through the stones. They didn't say that, but that was the conversation. Like they didn't come out and say that's why he can't go up. I don't think they did go through the stones. Maybe Jamie did, but anyway, maybe he just walks through time differently. If you, I'm sure the book readers know. So if you know, please let me know. And so that was that. And then they go to the scene where they show Claire, she's lying there and Jamie's lying there, and both of them like, so they're dead because their eyes were closed at the time. They're dead. And I'm like, why is Claire's hair so white? But then I remembered, oh, in the previously videos, they went back to, or the previously on at the beginning, they went back to one of the episodes where Claire said, like the early episodes where Claire said that when she went through time or whatever, she was telling Jamie they thought she was someone else. They called her like the White Witch. So I'm like, okay, that's why her hair is white. So was Claire a witch? Or I mean, I'm thinking, right? Because then all of a sudden they both take a breath and both of their eyes open. So I guess Claire was a witch. Again, book readers, let me know. But that was it. That was it. I loved this show because I love time travel. But I was confused at this. I was very I don't I'm confused at the part where with Jamie being younger and that whole scene and what that all meant. Because if he's traveling as a young man, I don't know. But anyway, I still did like the series. I like time travel even if it confuses me. So, I mean, it was a good ride. I enjoyed it. So, that's it for Outlander.